Thank you. We're going to jump over to the Inspector General's office, Mr. Danny Lake. Hi there.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi. Here's a very in-depth, there's a lot to unpack in this question, so I'll try and get through it without messing it up. Here we go. My question is about the large amount of drugs present in facilities. Seems most every day, the majority of reports being read in roll call is on drug and drug paraphernalia being found throughout our facilities. I understand it's hard to believe that staff are doing this. However, I'm sure the overwhelming majority is brought in by staff. So my question is, why is there not better scanning of staff lunches and bags at main entry? The scanners used cannot detect, that I'm aware of, what could be hidden inside objects such as chip bags and water bottles. So why is it that lunch boxes and bags are no longer physically opened and checked by staff or supervisors? And why are there so few staff interdictions? It seems this should be an ongoing on all 3 shifts. Why also are dogs not brought out to search vehicles? Drugs are a very large and extremely unsafe issue, and one that very much concerns myself as a staff member.
Thank you. Great question. But before I start, unfortunately, this is a large question, so I'm gonna have to read some information to you. But before I start, I just want everybody to know that prison ops and the Office of the Inspector General work hand in hand daily, as well as the facility investigators and the appointing authorities. And we talk about these type things every day to come up with solutions. So we're doing that. In the future, if we could, having drug questions as it relates to the Office of the Inspector General, if you can tell us the facility, I can give you a better answer, because some facilities are different. So if we knew the facility, I can give you better information. But to answer your question, unfortunately, you are correct. There are drugs and drug paraphernalia found in prisons by staff daily because of demand by the offenders. The staff is doing a great job searching cells and offenders daily. However, offenders will try to introduce drugs through the mail, through visits, through visitors, or by a compromised staff member, or any other possible means that they can come up with. We know that. The scanners and searching of lunch boxes and water bottles are not a daily function of the OIG investigators, but staff and security staff do the best job they can at main entry when the staffing they have on shift when arriving to work. They do the best they can with the staff they got. However, the OIG will conduct those types of searches that may apply during interdictions of visitors or staff. Please, if you suspect someone of compromising prison security measures, do not hesitate to reach out to your appointing authority or OIG investigators at your facility. Okay, now for some information, some stats. In 2023, OIG conducted 11 total interdictions, combined staff and visitors 2, staff 5, visitors 4. In 2024, currently, we have conducted 23 total, 5 facility, 15 staff, and 1 visitors. Okay. 2023, canine total searches was 161. 38 facility assisted searches, 85 narcotics-specific searches, staff interdiction search 16, visiting 7, and visitor interdictions 12. That's in 2023 by our canine unit. 2024 canine total searches currently to this date is 112. Facility assisted 5, narcotics search 88, public relations searches 2, staff interdictions 10, visiting search 5, visitor interdictions 2. These numbers will continue to increase to prevent or deter drugs from entering facilities. Canines, OIG canines, can search vehicles if needed, if requested, or if the intelligence dictates. We have only currently 3 canines currently in the OIG. The passing of Canine Bain, which made the 4th, we currently have 3. However, funding dictates other additions to staffing in canines. Please do not hesitate to call a tip line on the OIG page on the DocNet if you suspect anyone attempting to or has introduced drugs or contraband into facilities. I can guarantee you that the OIG will not ignore that information and will do due diligence to find out who is doing it and will enforce the laws associated with the crime. But it takes more than just the OIG to deter or prevent crime. So everybody has to play a part. So please do not hesitate. But I would really like to know the facility that you're talking about. So that way, if we need more canines there, we will get more canines. If we need more interdictions, we will be doing more interdictions. So please do not hesitate to reach out to us or to me directly via phone, email, not a problem, or go to your facility investigators. We will not hold that against you. We need and want your support.